Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center, overlooking the Toms River, it's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It is 7:07, Friday, April 22nd. 58 degrees, heading up to 80 today. Rainy, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160. If you want to join the conversation, and we have our we have a breakthrough today, a breakthrough. We are joined by Billy Cardone from Exit 82, and this was the first guest that I've ever had in that Sue Moll from Sean and Sue literally opened the door and came in and gave a big hug to. So you guys must have a very special relationship.
Yeah, there's definitely something there that most people wouldn't understand until you're immersed in it, but I would say it's really something special.
Yeah. Do you want to make an announcement of some kind today, or are we going to keep that till the next time?
I don't want to upstage any of the news that's going to be breaking today, but I think it's a good Monday morning announcement. Well, so I guess we'll just wait.
So in deference to Prince, you're going to let this whole thing.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
Oh, thank you. And we haven't even mentioned China yet today, but yeah. So okay, good. So Billy, Exit 82, I know you are one of the co-founders of Exit 82. Why don't you give folks a little bit of an overview of what Exit 82 is all about?
Sure, definitely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me this morning. I'm really excited to be here. So Exit 82 Theater Company is Toms River's premier all-volunteer community theater company. And we started about 8-9 years ago, and our mission statement is very simple. It's just to provide good quality theater and entertainment to those of Toms River and the surrounding areas of Toms River. Over the years, it's kind of evolved into more, which is great because of the feedback that we've received from our community. But it's just all about putting on good theater and sharing the arts and theater with our community of all ages.
Cool. So you, as one of the founders, so how long has Exit 82 been around?
Sure. So it's probably been around, I like to say 8 or 9 years. The exact start date is a little fuzzy because there was a lot of
alcohol. No, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't say alcohol.
Sorry. Left me just enough of a pause there. Go ahead.
I would say that the talks leading up to actually starting it. So that's why the start date is a little fuzzy, but I would say probably around 8 or 9 years ago is when we started it. We are in the midst of our 8th season of shows.
Okay.
So it kind of just started with an idea. The idea came when one of the co-founders, Keely Davenport, and myself were actually doing a show in the summer up in Lincroft, right by Red Bank area. And it was one of those summers where the gas prices really shot up and we were 17-year-olds trying to, afford, gas and all this. So we were commuting to go do a show just for fun. And we kind of looked at each other and said, we have a big enough community here. Toms River's big enough, a lot of talented friends. Like, we can do this. There's no reason why we have to travel a half an hour plus, to do something that we love. So let's try to bring it a little closer to home.
Right. So wait, you're saying that at that age, as a theater actor, you may have been struggling a little bit for cash, and you were like, "Why are we driving to Lincroft for free?"
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, also being an actor and going to school for theater, you have to get used to that struggling mentality, I guess, right?
Right.
So we kind of like to live off of the phrase, or the idea of creating your own opportunities. If there's no opportunities coming to you, we are going to create our own for ourselves. So that's kind of what's powered us through to where we are today, which is pretty cool.
And Exit 82 has really, grown in a big way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you probably look back now at 2008, 2009 versus where you are today, you've gone from just a group of vagabonds just doing shows.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And now you even have a storefront.
Absolutely. It really, really has come such a long way. We started from performing in Intermediate East's unair-conditioned theater, handing out waters to our audience members because it was so hot in the middle of July to now being able to perform at the beautiful Strand Theater with a full studio that, like you said, is a storefront, has our name on it. And we're now incorporating a lot of kids into our mission statement, which is great, and having the opportunity to teach kids about theater and kind of reignite this magic and love for theater in this next generation.
Right. So when did you decide personally that you wanted to get involved in theater? I mean, was there? Do you remember the moment that it happened for you?
It was probably somewhere between forcing my siblings to play Peter Pan with me in the basement when I was like a child, and yours truly had to be Tinkerbell or else a temper tantrum was on its way. And I was taking dance classes as a kid and getting involved with Dover Recreation as a kid over at High School North. You're talking to a Toms River boy who was born and raised here. So, I went to dance school at Lily and Dean. I did the summer programs, and I kind of just did all of the high school and intermediate school shows. And I just knew that I loved it from a young age. Like I said, you can ask my parents. I was putting on shows in the basement.
Right.
And then in high school, I was like, I really want to pursue this. This is something I really want to dive a little deeper into. And it's interesting the outcome that's come of it, because, is it are you on Broadway? Are you performing professionally? Maybe not in the aspect that you thought, but I can look back on it and say that this is something that I really do love, because I am devoting so much of my free time to it, and I still love it at the end of the day.
Well, and from a purist standpoint, right, looking at it purely as an art form, you have more control today than you ever would have, certainly on Broadway.
Exactly.
Right?
It's really exciting.
Yeah. I mean, like you're not getting, like, you get to choose the show.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you get to choose. You get to help. You get to help cast it. Right.
Yeah, to an extent. I mean, I'm somebody who loves to be involved on stage.
Right.
So in order to keep everything really fair and professional, I take a step out as far as, casting goes.
You don't offer your opinion, like
I actually don't. And
No?
when you're working with Sean Openshaw, who is our amazing director, he has a vision that he kind of sticks to. And, like I said, I can offer my input, but at the end of the day, he's going to go with his gut feeling, which is always a pretty good one.
Right. So, but there's but you're on the board. So
Yeah.
Okay, so let's be fair though. So there's a board of directors, right?
Sure, yeah.
Right, and so you're on the board of directors.
Yeah.
Right, and so like if you're like ultimately not totally happy with some of all the casting decisions, somebody's accountable for that.
Well, somebody certainly is accountable. However, there have been times where board of directors have auditioned for roles and have not gotten them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it just goes to show that we like to put our quality of our productions over the politics.
Yeah, I was going to say theater politics are obviously a lot different than sports politics, because the only reason people join boards of sports organizations is so their kids get on the right teams, they get to coach the right teams. I mean, that's what I've heard.
Well, our board is made up of really awesome, dedicated people that just kind of do it for the love of the company, the love of, us being their friends, and the love of theater.
Cool. And so you just came off doing Heathers, right?
We certainly did, yeah.
And was that fun?
It really was, actually. It was a really fun show to do. It was so bizarre, but in the best way. The feedback has actually been really great. Leading up to it, I kind of looked at Keely, who's the other co-founder, and I said, I'm a little nervous about this. We're cutting off some of our demographic, It's something that I'm a little scared to see people's reaction, and people loved it. People came out of there saying it was so much fun. It's very interesting how the message, as bizarre as it was for the 80s, kind of resonates today.
Yeah.
And it was really a good time, and the cast was unstoppable, and people just had a great time, and that's all that we care about.
Well, so, now with the whole bullying, anti-bullying thing, now it's like Heathers becomes like kind of topical.
Yeah.
In a different way, because it's mostly girls bullying other girls. But but I never thought of Heathers as a play. I always thought of it, as the you
Yeah.
know, as the as the '80s movie with, but whatever. But that was coming off of of School of Rock of Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages, yes.
Sorry,
you got
I'm
it.
looking
No,
at
yeah.
your website. That's coming off Rock of Ages,
Yeah, yeah.
which is kind of a classic. Which was I was at that show, which was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
But all right. We are going to talk when we come back. We're up against a break. We're going to talk about. I want to understand more about what your summer camp looks like.
Sure.
I want to understand, what the classes you're doing look like over on Fisher Boulevard. I want you to tell me. I want you to sell me a little bit on your next show, and so much more. Billy Cardone, Exit 82. Be right back after this.
Everything you need to know about the Jersey Shore. This is Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Make a difference at the Jersey Shore. 732-505-1160. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
I was going to say,
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy. We were just talking about how, I'm always looking for my next napping opportunity. It turns out I don't have a meeting right after the show, so hello, pillow. It'll be my pillow and me. All right, we're back with Billy Cardone, Exit 82. So, Billy, talk to me about this summer camp. What do kids do at a summer camp for Exit 82 over on Fisher Boulevard in Toms River?
Sure. So this summer we are offering our Shore Stars Theater program once again. This will be our third year. It's going to run the length of July. So we're going to start right at the beginning of the month, and then the showcase is going to be towards the end of July. I'm not entirely sure on exact dates, but it's this year. Our kids are going to be. It's a 5-day camp, Monday through Friday. From 9 a.m. to about 3 p.m. And that's where our kids are going to get a lot of exposure to all aspects of theater games, improv, and then by the end of their 4-week program, they're going to be putting on Camp Rock the musical. So that's really exciting. It kind of, like I said, allows our kids to experience all aspects of it, putting together the show, incorporating things like props, set pieces, music, all of that. And last year we did Seussical, and the show was actually really fantastic.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. So that's going on this summer. Registration is still open. We have plenty of spots left. So if you're interested, just visit our website, Exit 82 Theater.
Cool. Yeah, because I'm looking for something to do this summer, and I was thinking maybe I'm too old, though, right?
I think we can make an exception.
Yeah,
I think if you're a kid at heart, that also counts
well,
too.
Listen, that would be fun. I think I would like to do summer camp with Exit 82.
I think you'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay, so, and you also you're doing classes, you said, like Monday through Wednesday?
Yeah, yes, sir. So on Fisher Boulevard, right across from the Wawa, I always use a Wawa as a reference point.
What a world.
We have our studio space, which is brand new and really, really exciting, really awesome. We have classes going on right now for kids. It's our CAPA program, Creative and Performing Arts Academy through Exit 82. We currently are offering classes Monday through Wednesdays at the moment. We have musical theater, dance. We also have acting 1, musical theater 1, and musical theater 2 classes. We also have a class on Saturday mornings for some of our younger fans. It's movies brought to life. So that's where kids have a chance to start that introduction with theater, using some popular movies like Disney movies and things like Grease and all of that, and incorporating it into a fun craft. And kids are actually really, really loving that too. So classes will start back up next semester in the fall as well. So you can keep checking out our info online for that. And then in the summer, we have the Shore Stars Camp.
Cool. All right. And so, but the next big event, the next Tony Award-winning performance is Beauty and the Beast, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So
Okay.
Beauty and the Beast is going to be in August 5th through 7th and 11th through 13th. That's going to be at the Strand Theater in Lakewood.
Right.
And it really is slated to be quite a spectacular show.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that after the break, because I saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, and I'm just curious how you're going to do those special effects because they were pretty wild. But listen, don't give away all your secrets just yet because we have to tease out into the break.
Got it.
Billy Cardone, Exit 82. I'm also pretty excited because we're handing him a magic wand, and with Billy, who knows what's going to transpire when he gets a magic wand. Billy Cardone, Exit 82. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Be back after the break.
The news never stops at WOBMAM.com. Get the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBMAM 1160 and 1310. Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBMAM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. 7:34, Friday, April 22nd. 58 degrees, heading up to 80. But it's going to rain, so, there you go. WOBMAM 1160 at 1310 News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com, 732-505-1160. We're here with Billy Cardone, Exit 82. So, Billy, how do you do that? How do you do, like, a Beauty and the Beast? I mean, that was a heavy, set production deal, right?
Definitely, yeah.
And I know that, you're on a budget,
yeah.
right? So how does that happen?
So it actually takes a lot of research. So there are a lot of organizations out there that do provide some materials to help you capture that Beauty and the Beast magic that a lot of people like to go see. The one thing that I do like to brag about with Exit 82 is we like to do that research and make sure that we provide those elements. We always have this saying that each show, whether people realize it or not, has one of those captivating elements. So a few years ago, we did Grease, and we said we had to have a full real car on stage. So we kind of begged, borrowed, and didn't steal, but almost a car. And with the help of, local vendors such as Carsmatics and Holiday Service Center, they helped us, make this Grease Lightning car one to remember. So I think Beauty and the Beast has a lot of those elements. And we're kind of making sure that we strategically pick and choose the ones that we kind of want to spend a little extra money on and the ones that we can kind of create our own spin on.
Right. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would say, every show that I've been to of yours, it seems like, I really do feel like I'm not that far off Broadway.
I appreciate that. That's really nice to hear.
They're really great sets, and it, it's funny. I don't even think, I don't think my kids sometimes realize where we are.
Yeah.
Right. Like, look, and I'm not going to lie. We've been to other events, not yours, but, we've gone to some shows that they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Right. And then, we go to yours and they're like, oh, that was cool. So they don't
awesome.
get it. Now, of course, maybe bringing my kids to Rock of Ages wasn't exactly the right decision. And maybe, the long discussion I had with Dyfus was warranted. But anyway, all right, Billy. So here it is. We're giving you the magic wand. What are you going to do?
Okay, so if I had a magic wand, I would honestly say that one of the things I would probably do immediately is just kind of wave it over the community in the sense of I would love kind of a more unifying presence with the arts in our community in the sense of just the arts community to support one another. A lot of times we kind of get wrapped up in our personal end goals. And I think just to kind of have this unifying presence over all of the local theater groups, the art groups, the music groups, and to just have a place where they can all come together and collaborate with each other as opposed to trying to pin each other against one another, if that makes sense. So just, I would say definitely this unifying presence between all of the local artists.
Yeah, it's an interesting point, but don't you think, at the end of the day, there's only so many entertainment dollars to go around.
Without
right?
a doubt.
And so, I think Broadway went through a tough stretch for a few years ago. when we got into a recession, because one of the easiest things to kind of put away was, well, I'm not going to as many Broadway shows. And we know,
Exactly.
with Broadway, for example, there's a core group that goes to probably 90% of the shows are, attended by this core group that just keeps going back and back and back. And when you kind of slice a little part of that group off, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, we should all, hold hands and sing "Kumbaya" and just promote the arts appropriately. Billy, where do folks go and learn more about Exit 82?
Sure, very simple. So Exit 82's website is constantly being updated with all of our news and information. So I would say, first, if you are looking for more information, if you would like to donate, get involved, just go to www.exit82theater.com, and that's theater spelt with an R-E. But like I said, just go to our website. You can email us from there. Also, we are on Fisher Boulevard. During the day, we're not really there. We're kind of all off doing our other stuff. But then at night, we'll usually have class, or if you see the light on, stop in. So we would love to meet you, love to say hi if you have any questions. And just we're on Facebook. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, all that fun stuff.
Right. And listen, so again, Exit 82, they do a great job. Really, the shows are very professional. And listen, what's really amazing, and what we all have to keep in mind is, like, you have a day job.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're leaving here, you're going to work.
Yeah.
Right? And by the way, Billy, you work in the nonprofit sector, right?
I do.
So do you want to give a plug to who you're working for?
Absolutely. I also I call it my Clark Kent job. It's I do fundraising for Children's Specialized Hospital. We have a location right here, or two locations right here in Toms River, one on Lakehurst Road and one on Stevens Road. But I'm kind of all over the place. I'm in New Brunswick a lot with them, and it's just another fantastic organization that I am really proud to be a part of.
Right.
Really cool mission statement over there, and it's really cool meeting some of those kids.
Right. So talk about a guy who is all about giving back to the community, right? Helping Children's Specialized Hospital raise money for a great cause for kids, for kids in need. And then when he pulls off the button down shirt to expose the big S on his chest. Exit 82, not only performing, but one of the co-founders, and really kind of helping to move the brand along in a positive way. So, Billy, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
And maybe we'll get you back on as we get closer to or at least we'll get you to call in as we get closer to Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to come back.
All right, awesome. Billy Cardone, Exit 82, Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.